Hello everyone, hello, and a good old ham hi. It is me, Zerotaro, your host, and welcome to Yo, You Like That, the talk show where I invite guests of all sorts of VTuber variety on to talk about something that they love, that they enjoy, that's fun and dynamic and awesome, and that y'all should probably do it too, because you share the good stuff, more good stuff in the world, or else. I have an awesome guest with us here today. Let me bring them on. We've got xShadowKitsune. Hello. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for coming on.
Fine. Thank you.
Cool. And let's go ahead and bring in. We are going to be discussing some Puyo here. Along with puzzle games in general.
Basically the puzzle genre in general.
Yeah. Puzzle games rock. But go ahead and kind of give us a kind of a description overall of like what would you kind of consider like puzzle games are?
It's like some puzzle games, like you get them disappear, like you match them, make them disappear, and then if you do enough, like on certain conditions, you complete the level.
Yeah. Basically, like kind of like set like Tetris is a good example. The idea of Tetris is like simple, but it's can be pretty like complicated the more you go into it. But you want to have like a like complete set of like 4 lines of blocks or 4 rows of blocks to clear out the space, so that way when more blocks can drop in, you can create more of the quote-unquote tetraminos. And a lot of the matching or color, there's a lot of different aspects to a lot of different puzzle games, and Puyo is a good example of that.
It's basically if a glorified Connect 4. You put 4 or more of the same color, then they go away.
Yep. And what makes it challenging is that they come down in sets of 2. And you can rearrange them either vertically or horizontally, but you have to make sure that the 4 you have connect. Otherwise, you're just going to have some stranded little colors there, and it makes us sad. No. Colors must touch. They must be happy.
E.
My first experience with Puyo was actually Dr. Robotnik's Mean Beam Machine.
You and basically half of the Western community, other than like Kirby's Avalanche or even Fever.
Ooh, I never thought about Kirby's Avalanche. I never actually got to play that one. I was more of a Dreamforce kid myself, but
it's available on Switch Online.
Hey, that's right. All the Kirby games are getting up on there. If you're a Kirby fan, now you're eating good. Although if you're a Puyo fan, you're doing pretty well too. The most recent release was actually like a combo with Tetris, right? And then it even got a sequel.
Yes. Although it's also good timing. Not too long ago, they announced Puyo Puzzle Pop for Apple Arcade.
Oh, Sega, you and Apple Arcade. When are you gonna just learn to just let everything be on everything? Although I guess if Apple drives a dump truck full of money to their house, they're not gonna say no.
Please don't sell your soul to Apple. You'll never go back.
But the dump trucks of money, no. What was your kind of like introduction as far as like puzzle games go growing up? Like, was there one that like kind of like sparked your interest in it?
Well, in terms of Puyo, it's basically the same like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I stumbled across it one day onto a Sonic compilation, probably for either the PS2 or the GameCube, and I was like 4 or 5, I don't know. But it was pretty fun to like watch those little blobs go down and pop.
Yeah. That's a good one. For me, I'm an old ham. Tetris on the Game Boy. It's like the old Game Boy, like the green screen Game Boy, was my first experience with the puzzle genre. But I didn't really like take off like a big like love for them until Pokemon Puzzle League on the Nintendo 64. Now that caught my had my attention. Like I would play the heck out of that, so much that no one in my immediate friend vicinity actually wanted to like play with me.
And there's also Tetris Attack with the Yoshis. It's basically Puzzle League.
Yeah, that's actually probably the one that got it mainstream. For some reason, it has nothing to do with
Tetris, and it probably doesn't even have the license. They just used the name.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure Nintendo just put Tetris on there just so that it would be like what's the term? Familiarity. It's like, yeah, people know what a Tetris is.
Western appeal.
Western appeal, yes, the localization.
Luckily, they just have the original Japanese version on the Switch Online, Panel de Pon, where it originated from.
Oh, that was actually the original one? I still have so much more to learn.
Oh, another good one is Yoshi's Cookies. Yoshi's Cookie.
Oh, that's right.
You match up the cookie, you make them disappear. There's also Yoshi itself, Yoshi's Egg, whatever, Mario and Yoshi, whatever you want to call it. You stack the eggs. Why are there so many puzzle games based upon Yoshis?
Yeah, Yoshi just works well with puzzle. I think it's the cuteness factor. But on the cuteness factor, Wario has a puzzle game too, doesn't he? Like, isn't it Wario's Woods, or is that the shooting one?
I think it was Wario's Woods.
Yeah. People forget Wario had a puzzle game, and he was in a Bomberman game too, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Life's crazy. Let's see, so what's probably like the one of the biggest appeals for you as far as the puzzles go? You say you like the popping. Is there
No, I can't tell it's whether the memorable characters or the gameplay or whichever.
Ooh, yeah, you bring up a good point. Art style. Puzzle games have such a fun art style sometimes. Even like different variations of the Tetris games. What is it? There's one Tetris game that has like the most like bizarre name ever, but it's like a tournament edition of Tetris. Let me see if I can look it up real fast. Tetris editions. But it's like Tetris Global Domination Assault. Crap, what's it called?
I don't know if it's like, can't remember. I was thinking of the Grandmaster.
Okay, here it is. Tetris Grandmaster 3 Terror Instinct. So, like, what kind of a title name is that? But no, like, people...
It's like something that would come out of the 90s.
Right? But no, people say that that's like a legitimate one that plays a lot better than Grandmaster 2.
I think the first two I think the rest of the Grandmaster games were not released outside of Japan, as far as I researched.
I want to say you're right. They were only in Japanese arcades. It wasn't. We got like 3 and 4 here. I don't know if they kept the names whenever they came here, but yeah, puzzle games in arcades. A lot of people like normally only go and think of Bust a Move, but Tetris and a couple other ones were on there.
Or Puzzle Bobble, depending.
Yeah.
I prefer Puzzle Bobble.
Puzzle Bobble's a good one. I'm more of a Bust a Move, but then again, that's just what I played first. So it's that whole like, do you like Mega Man 2 or Mega Man 3? Which one did you play first? Because most likely that's going to be the answer. we're just wired that way. So, do you have like a favorite version of certain puzzle games? Because let me tell you, Tetris DS, probably my favorite Tetris game.
Well, I'd go right now. I'd go with Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 because of how good the story and the character arcs are. Like, some fun gameplay mechanics, and it's actually the one I'm good at.
Oh, okay. I've got to ask. I've never actually gotten to play those. How do they mix the Tetris and the Puyo?
Just get one mode, just one gameplay style is just Tetris, the other is just Puyo. You go swap mode. You put one and you play Puyo Puyo for a few seconds, then you go to swap to Tetris for a few seconds.
Oh, okay. I was getting a little worried. I'm imagining Tetris, but like with the colors and trying to match the 4, and then I started to have like OCD.
The worst part is fusion mode, when they put both of them in the screen. And
that's it. That's what causes my anxiety. It's to imagine both of them together like that. I bet it's fun though. I need to give those a shot.
Yeah. Though I think the worst mode is party mode. You just get power-ups, and you put at them, and you get debuffs. Power-ups, debuffs, aplenty.
Oh yeah.
It's infuriating. The worst one is the score vacuum, which is basically an automatic loss.
Score vacuum? How does
it basically drains your score to get so you get way far behind.
So you have to keep getting more points than it's sucking it away. Okay, that's oof. That's where you have to like automatically be pressing up or down on the blocks to keep them moving. My little ham fingies can't work that fast. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. This isn't the Ubisoft version of Tetris that runs so badly that when you press buttons, nothing happens. Every touch is precise. Precision. It's important, darn it. I love it so. Puzzle games with story. Puzzle games are fun, especially when the story is implemented. I don't know if you remember, it was on the DS or 3DS. There was a Mario, but it was Puzzle and Dragon compilation.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I think it was on the 3DS.
That seems like such a weird like combo, but apparently it turned out to be like really fun for a lot of people.
Oh, I forgot to mention, there was all their mobile puzzle games like Dr. Mario World, Tetris Mobile, and the region locked Puyo quest.
It's region locked. Those bastards! How dare they! I never understand that. Like, you know,
it's been out. Well, the worst part is it's been out for over 10 years and still hasn't been localized.
I'm actually very surprised that it's been out for 10 years and they haven't taken it down. I feel like with mobile games.
And what's way worse, 2/3 of the Puyo Puyo franchise is stuck in Japan.
Yo, the Puyos. It's like Mr. Driller for that time. Except Mr. Driller finally got to come back.
I think they like stopped at a couple in the 2000s, and they stopped after Fever 1 that came out in the West. Known notoriously for its bad voice acting.
Oh, so that means it's great. Games with bad voice acting are a treasure.
Mid-2000s localization.
Yeah, mid-2000s, where all the women had short hair and all the voice acting was done in-house. And by in-house, I mean in like, you know, in the auditorium with a microphone.
And outdated slang.
What you talking about? Oh, man.
So yeah, they just like stopped until the first Puyo Tetris game.
And that's weird, because Puyo Puyo is kind of like Sega's, like how Nintendo had claimed to Tetris for a while. Like, Sega had the Puyo Puyo as their, like, specific one, wasn't it?
I think Compile had it until bankruptcy in the late 90s, so they passed the torch to Sega.
Even back then, mergers and bankruptcies were still rampant. Damn you, bubble economy.
You know what's interesting? Puyo Puyo is actually a spin-off of an RPG known as Mazo Monogatari. But nowadays it's stuck in the shadow of the spin-off. Just like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona.
I was about to say, heck yeah. Oh, man. SMT5 comes out, they go, huh, is that anything like Persona? And you just want to, like, cringe a little bit. It's like, don't nerd out and tell them the truth. Just nod your head. Just nod the head.
Just, like, go say it on Twitter instead.
Did you know the series is based off a novel series of blah, blah, blah? Oh, man. No, I could go on. But no, actually, I didn't know that. Puyo Puyo is originally from, like, another series of games. You know, that's actually, wasn't Sonic's, like, first iteration inside, like, a racing game? Like, his first appearance? I feel like that's, like, this weird bit of trivia.
Yeah, it's like promoting the title in an arcade game, like, you know, as a little like hood ornament.
Yeah, something like that. It was weird. Man, Sega arcades. I guess that's another reason why Puyo kept 2 arcades across the pond, as it were. Is because the Sega arcade was such a big, like, franchise and building over there, and then it shut down. And now I'm sad because I never got to go.
Mm. Well, there's still hope for preservation. Like, I saw someone there's one with a Puyo Pachinko machine.
Oh,
a Puyo Pachinko machine, like, I don't know, based off one of the games.
Pull the lever.
They're like selling it for giving it to someone for preservation.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a couple places that still have, like, all those old arcade machines. Those aren't just something you tear up anymore. Those are something you, like, store in cold storage. Put it there next to Yoko Kanno in regards to save for a future date.
I want to ask, what are some of your favorites?
So my favorites, I am a big fan of Meteos. That's a game that's dead. Meteos on the DS was a hell of a lot of fun.
What's it like?
It's hard to explain. I'm gonna send you a like gameplay shot here in a second. But basically it used, like, the touchscreen, and the pieces came down, and it would, like, do, like, little, like, explosions and stuff. And, like, little, like, rocket ships, and it's actually very similar, I want to say, to Puyo, but I think it's only a match 3 instead of a match 4.
Oh, right.
But it was a damn good time. But it is a puzzle series that is sadly dead. Like they have not made a new one in like over 10 years.
Oh, just like Columns, because Puyo stole all its thunder.
Oh man, Columns! I remember Columns. That's right. Yeah, there's always one that survives and one that thrives. It's like Meteos died, but Lumines. People still play Lumines on PlayStation games nowadays.
Ah.
It's just one of those things. It's like Star Ocean died so that Tales of could live. Let's see, what are some other good puzzle games are like? I already talked about Pokemon Puzzle League.
Dr. Mario. Is Dr. Mario?
Dr. Mario's not really up on my wheelhouse, but my mom was really good at it. Like when it came to puzzle games, she was a lot better at that one
as well. I think one of the games is on the Switch Online.
Yeah, I think it's on the NES Online.
And I think the Game Boy version came in too.
Oh no, not the Game Boy version. Game Boy versions of puzzle games, like Tetris worked. And Kirby had a block party, I think. Kirby's
Block Party, Kirby Star Stacker.
Yeah.
Other Kirby puzzle games. I need to look them up.
Striker in the chat's like Tetris Worlds. It came bundled with Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I don't even know what to say about that. Tetris game being bundled with Star Wars. Here you go. Go ahead and have fun with it.
There's also a Kirby puzzle game based on the Star Stacker, which was later ported to the Super Nintendo in Japan and was recently released in the West on Switch Online.
It's so weird that they give us some of the games in Japanese, but not all of them.
Yeah.
It's like what actually determines like which ones we'll get to play with and which ones we don't. I'll never figure it out. The other good puzzle games. You know, even though I prepared, I still feel like I'm like blanking out on some of like the really good ones. Oh. Have you ever played like Wetris?
What? What's Wetris?
Wetris is like it's a geometric Tetris where you have to make like pools of water to certain sizes. Like you get this like little like square plane of like earth and water, and the Tetris pieces you're dropping are actually like making them into like smaller or bigger bodies of water, and you have to basically kind of like make so much water or something like that, like be able to like held in the stage for you to get the pass. It was on the 64, I believe. I don't think it's come out for anything since then.
Oh, have you ever heard of Puzzle Fighter 2? You know, puzzle based off Capcom.
Oh yeah, I love me some Puzzle Fighter 2. Sakura's my girl. They got the little chibis. They tried doing a modern Puzzle Fighter 2 with like really, really bad looking models, and it got like taken down in like 3 months.
Oh.
Capcom backed down so hard on that. Kind of funny. Here you go. I'm also gonna send you some gameplay of Wetris. Once you see it, you'll kind of get it and be like, huh? Because it's weird. Because it is weird. It is a weird game. But the 64 also had Tetris Sphere, which was also good. Tetris Sphere, you had to basically complete the Tetraminos to the point where it would break open the core, because like the core had like a little like creature on the inside. So it was fun. It was like a little like puzzle sphere. Very experimental at the time, but a lot of fun.
Okay, what else is there? I'm drawing a blank. I think I knew one, but I was drawing a blank.
No, all the drawing ones. Let's see. I guess there is the idea of now like adventure puzzle games are becoming a bigger thing with stuff like Fez
Ah.
and The Witness. Like those are becoming a bigger thing. Oh, a puzzle game that that's a little more modern is the Catherine game, where you're building the blocks to climb up.
You're wearing a sheep.
Yeah, you're just a sheeple. Ooh, how do you feel about Picross?
I've taken like I don't know. I was never really good at it.
I'm terrible at it too. I'm so bad at Picross.
Tried Mario Picross. I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't fill in the picture without a guide.
Right? It's like,
nah.
I'm reading the instructions and I get how it wants me to do the thing, but then it's like I'm trying to do it and my brain just like melts and I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I keep getting this wrong. I'm doing the math. The math ain't checking out in my head.
It feels like I'm playing Minesweeper. I don't know if Minesweeper's another puzzle game.
Minesweeper's totally a puzzle game, and it's another one I super suck at. Even on the beginner baby modes, I'm just like, all right, I think I've got it. First click, boom, dead. I'm like, no, I don't even get to make a guess. I'm just really good at picking the bad spot.
Oh no, there was a puzzle game I found for PC that I grew up playing, Sega Swirl.
Sega Swirl? I can't say I've ever heard of that one. Sega Swirl. Huh. Old school and on the Dreamcast as well. Interesting. It was originally for the Sega download series. Wait, is it like Puyo or is it?
You just put on like a lot. It's just swirls are stacked upon. You like click on one color, and if they're connected to other colors, it would just disappear.
Oh, I see. And they sort of like magnetize to each other. So the goal is to kind of.
And if you hit one, you lose a point. That's not matched. Just one that's not matched, you'll lose a point.
I see. Yeah, like it's like a negative 100 points if you just do one, but if you do, but if you're deleting them correctly, then you should be able to get like really high scores. Oh, that's actually really neat. A puzzle game where you're deleting the blocks instead of adding them. I like that. You're right. That's something I've never seen before. That looks like a lot of fun, though.
Yeah. And I think one of the latest ones is Suika game for the Switch.
I had to uninstall Suika because I was just playing it for like hours at a time.
Ah.
The Suika game is a ton of fun.
Right now, I'm not really interested in that.
So sometimes there's just like a time and a place where you just like want a thing like that like in your day. Unfortunately, I was more of the type that's just like, I'm realizing that I'm getting a little too addicted to this. I know I have to step away. It's like I wanted to get that melon so bad, and even when I got one melon, it's like I want 2 melons. But I got a big score, and then I was like, all right, I think that's a good stopping point. But now they added multiplayer. Now you can melon against friends.
What else is there?
See, what are maybe some like improvements that you'd want to see done on some puzzle games?
I actually don't know. Other than bug fixes.
Bug fixes are nice.
Crossplay.
Oh, crossplay would be
online.
great. Yeah, I would like to see more things done, kind of like the Tetris 99 was.
Yeah, Tetris 99.
Because that was a huge surprise hit out of nowhere for me, at least. I had a ton of fun with that one. Like that game gets crazy. The whole aspect of just like all the people going against each other, and it's like you can select who you're targeting your bad blocks with.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, do you do it random? Do you do it the person with the highest score? Do you do the person with like the lowest score? Good. It's good. But yeah, I would love to see that incorporated with stuff like Puyo Puyo or Dr. Mario, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some of the things that could be done to fix them better. It may sound blasphemous, but on like mobile games, there are like these like little like items you can use. And, you know, of course the mobile game and the aspect of it is they want you to spend the money for those things to make it easier for you. But I would just love to see them incorporated into games just as a general like item, just for funsies. Like one that randomizes all the blocks. Or one that does like an explosion that fires a whole bunch of stuff all over the stage. Like little fun additions like that. Ooh, you make them like hero powers. Oh, I just thought of another puzzle game. Have you ever played no, oh, what's it called? Okay. I need to I want to say it was a Might and Magic puzzle game. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. That doesn't sound right, but it feels like it's close to the one I'm thinking of. But it was like a D&D style puzzle game where like the heroes you picked and trained would have different stuff.
Oh. Okay.
It was a lot of fun, but man, I just can't remember like what it was called. It's gonna bug the hell out of me. I'm gonna send you a message like randomly in the middle of the night, and it's gonna be like, this was it.
And yeah, there's great. Now I'm spacing out again.
It's like, no brain, don't be spaced out. We need a line block. We need a line block to fit in, so we can have our thought back.
There's like, in Puyo Puyo Tetris games, there are characters based on the Tetraminos, and they like earn space and stuff.
Oh, okay.
They try to stop the dimensions from merging. I am going to go as far as I can without spoilers.
No, it's much appreciated. I definitely want to give it a shot from what you have been telling me about it. I want to see the anthropomorphized Tetraminos characters.
One's a robot, one's a dog, one's a little yellow circle thing, and the rest are human-like.
Let's go. It's got a dog. I approve. Can always have a good time with a dog.
Yeah, and one of the okay, it's really funny. One of the characters the robot is raising one of the characters as if the robot is raising one of their characters like as if it were their papa. A robot being a character's father.
Okay.
It's Japan.
It's Japan, all right. Still sounds like a good time. I approve. I
can't really find a spoiler-free review of the games.
Everyone just loves the ending so much. It's got to share it. Do they do a whole like fusion into one super puzzle piece, and then hit them with like the super like puzzle wave attack? Oh, okay. Well, maybe that'll be for the third one. Tetris, that idea's for free. You can have it. Are there any puzzle games that you've played maybe on mobile that you've enjoyed?
Right now I'm just going for right now I just have Quest I got it through a import.
Oh. Cool, cool. There was one I was playing recently. It's one of those silly match-em ones. I can't find what I did with my phone. It's gone. It's either gone or it's under my cat, and I can't move the cat. That's against the law. Oh. Well, either way, it was a fun little puzzle game. Maybe it was like closer to Bejeweled or something like that. But I like started it up, and then before I knew it, I was on like stage 57. And it's like, hey, you can use these to purchase these things. I'm like, no, I don't need them. I'm just gonna keep matching shapes, just keep them going. I guess in a way, like even something like Angry Birds could be considered a puzzle game, if you stop and think about it. Given like limited resources to try and solve the answer, of course the answer is to destroy the piggies.
Oh, there was an unreleased Tetris game for the Mega Drive, but I think Nintendo had the rights to it at the time, so it was scrapped.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah, like there was like a Sega planned for the Genesis Mega Drive. I think it was just called like Mega Tetris or something like that. I think it
just Tetris.
I think it got some release like overseas, like in Brazil and stuff, but everything for the Mega Drive comes out for Brazil because they find a way. Brazil really loves the Sega, the Mega Drive, even to this day.
Yeah, let me just try to find a spoil-free review for something.
Oh yeah. With how successful like the first two are, do you think that they'll do a third one, or do you think they maybe have like tapped out the Puyo Tetris combo?
Well, I think as of right now, they sold 3 million copies overall.
So it is successful. It'd have to be crazy not to make another. That could still mean. I'm always down for there to be more puzzle game for us in the future, and also bringing back like even older puzzle games. Like, hey, let's bring back the Tetris DS. Let's bring back a retrospective. Nice. I'm excited to watch that.
I think the title says no spoilers.
Yep, no spoilers there. I'll definitely give that a watch once we're done here. But yeah, let's bring back some of the classics. Something that I've been wanting to stream here for a while, even though I know I'm not very good at it. The Professor Layton games. Have you ever played any of those?
Not really, no.
Well, they're more like brain teasers than they are like a puzzle game, but very, very broad in regards to like what all is like in the game that you get to like mess around with and figure out. A good time. I've got them on the DS. I think some of them were ported to mobile. Some of them were, but it's hard to tell nowadays if something is stuck like on a console. Then it might just be like stuck there forever. Sadly, it makes me sad. We need more ports of Mario X Puzzles and Dragons. Come on, Nintendo, stop being cowards. The sequel we never got. But yeah, no, puzzles have been a good time. For the people watching, do you have any projects going on that you've got going that you would want to share about?
Mm.
Any streams or anything coming out that you're looking forward to?
Mm.
Well, no worries. People can follow you up on the social medias. That way they can keep up. If you got any projects coming along that you're excited for, they can see you on there. But yeah, no, I want to thank you so much for coming on to the show. It was a lot of fun, and you definitely got me in that puzzle itch. Definitely want to get to go into playing something super awesome and puzzly here soon. It's probably going to be more Pokemon Puzzle League. I won't lie.
Ah. Yeah, I want to thank you for having me on. Glad we agreed.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. One thing you can check, or you can look forward to, xShadowKitsune, is voicing Howdy on the upcoming Hamtaro parody abridged short, which should be out soon. I'm just waiting on one more voice to come in, and then that'll be out. And yeah, there'll be more streams going on this week. We'll be looking at finishing up Xenoblade, and also the RPG Theater for Rhapsody will start this week. So look forward to those as well. Yes, thank you for coming on, and everyone, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a lovely rest of the night, and y'all take care. Thank you.
Thank you.